Life Audio.
Welcome to the Crosswalk Devotional. We're glad to have you listening. Today's topic is about God's grace. We'll return with the devotional after a brief message from one of our sponsors. The Glorious Gift of God's Grace. Written and read by Emily Rose Massey. For grace you have been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. Ephesians 2, verses 8 and 9. I have always been a list maker and fueled by accomplishment. At some point, being successful and driven became the meaning behind every breath I took. I found purpose in my performance and productivity. I loved the high from the hustle and having my schedule full to the brim. I spent years upon years upon years crowding the margins of my existence with dance class, gymnastics, cheerleading, running track, student council, marching band, pep band, concert band, art club, peers group, musicals and plays, auditions, performances, church choir practice, tutoring, youth ministry, college and career ministry, worship team rehearsals, Bible studies, prayer meetings, church leadership meetings, drama practices, event planning committees, speaking engagements, just to name a few. This vicious cycle of constant hustle was all I knew for well over 20 years of my life. I still wrestle with the temptation to find my worth in my productivity and seeking my happiness when everything is perfect. That is an exhausting way to live, and if you are trying to live that way, you must be careful because this mentality will creep into your spiritual life, and soon enough, you will be trying to work to earn God's favor and love. But as Ephesians 2, verses 8 and 9 tells us, we know that we cannot earn our salvation because it is a gift from God. For by grace you've been saved through faith, and this is not your own doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. Ephesians 2, 8 and 9. And just as God is sovereign in salvation, He is also sovereign in our sanctification. He is the one who oversees us maturing on our walk with Him. The same grace that saved us is the very same grace that keeps us and molds us into the image of Christ day by day. From the moment of your conversion, you became God's work in progress. And the greatest news of all is that He doesn't grow weary, stressed, or exhausted with you. He will complete the work He began in us. Philippians 1, verse 6. Intersecting faith and life. Your inconsistencies and failures are not going to change. Your disobedience, your lack in trust, none of that is going to change the work nor thwart God's plan in your life. God starts it, God finishes it. We simply need to lean on His strength and grace and ask for wisdom to walk in obedience. The Holy Spirit is our helper, and He will help you walk in God's will. You don't have to muster up your faith muscles to see that happen. You simply need to trust that God's plan with your life will be accomplished. Not because there's anything good in you, but because of His goodness and faithfulness. Do you struggle with trying to earn God's love? When you fail and sin, do you hide from God or try to fix it by yourself by trying to do better? Beloved, you do not have to run away from God. He sees it all and knows that you're going to undoubtedly mess up. That is why He sent His Son Jesus to earth, to live the perfect life for you, to fulfill the law completely for you. His death on the cross paid for your punishment of the curse of the law that you will never be able to uphold. Come boldly to the throne of grace today and receive new mercies that Christ died for you to have. Lean on his strength and grace today and see the work that he started in you continue until his glorious return or when you meet him face to face. Trust that he is working and yield to it. Further reading: Romans 5, verses 20 through 21, 2 Corinthians 12, verses 9 through 10, 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 13.
The Crosswalk Devotional is a production of Life Audio and Salem Media. If you liked what you heard today, please take a second to rate and review this podcast in your favorite podcast app so that more listeners like you can find the show. For more faith-filled, inspirational podcasts, visit us at lifeaudio.com.